Hi, I'm Angela and I'm a ministry team leader. I'm going to be doing the Training for Life Junior. So this training is for a large group leader. Okay, so when you get here in the morning, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to this cart, and it has different bins on it for different stations, and so you're going to set your room up. So each table is a station. Some of them are building stations, so those might be on the floor. And then you're going to put music on the video. So there's music playing when kids are coming, and then also blowing up the bounce house. So that's what you're gonna do when you first get here. And then once your volunteers get here, you're going to put them on this little form. They're each gonna be assigned a color. So there's green, orange, yellow, and pink. And then as kids are coming in, you're going to put their names with one of the leaders, and then you just rotate as kids come in. So the first kid, on my example, I have Sierra's name. So let's say Ainsley's your first kid to show up. You put her in Sierra's group, and then you have your stickers, and you give them, put one of the green stickers on their name tag, and then you tell Sierra, this is Ainsley, and she's gonna be in your group today, and then Sierra can go sit on the floor or sit at a station with her and play. And then as kids begin coming in, you're going to continue with that process of sticking their little color, and then making sure the team leader knows what kid is in their area. That just helps with them getting familiar with their leader before we start, so it's not a shock when we get split up into our groups. So another thing, as a large group leader, you're greeting parents, so make sure you're smiling, and if they are new, sometimes when they come in, they might not know what they're supposed to do, so you just can walk them out to check in or direct them where check-in is. No food in here. If you are on the 2 and 3-year-old side, you're gonna have one of these little sheets for the parents to fill out. So as a large group leader, you're making sure the parent is filling this out when they drop off their kid. Check-in should explain to them why they have 2 tags, and one of their tags goes on here if you're unsure where it goes. This just lets you know if they are in diapers, and or if they're potty training, or just different needs that they might have, and whether or not the parent needs to be called to take them to the bathroom, or if a leader can. And then you are responsible for letting your small group leaders know any needs that they might have. So if they have to go to the bathroom and the parent wants to be called, you need to let your small group leader know. And these are going to be at the front too, so your small group leaders will be checking them as well. Again, at the beginning, your small group leaders, you shouldn't have any small group leaders at the counter with you. They need to be in the room playing with the children. Also, just so the large group leader knows, all bounce houses have 2 kids in them at a time. You have to have socks on, no shoes are allowed, even sandals. And then, so your kids are gonna be playing for 20 minutes. So once church starts, so if it starts at 10, they are going to be having playtime until 10:20. And then it is your job to, 2 minutes prior to that, warn the kids that it's almost time for cleanup. You're shutting off the bounce house, and then you will get the remote and you'll turn on the cleanup song and play the cleanup song, and encourage the kids to get their shoes on if they don't have their shoes on, and pick up all the toys. And the toys will all go back on this cart. And then, you will come over here and tell them that playtime is over. And then after the cleanup and everyone cleans up, cleanup time is over. So again, at this time, your small group leaders will know who's in their group, and it is their responsibility to get their group together and go sit on the floor. Once you come up to the front, you can reiterate that, okay, green group, make sure you're with Miss Sierra, and yellow group with so-and-so, and just so make sure your groups are separated. And then we move on to prop talk, and prop talk is super easy. Once prop talk starts, you'll grab your supplies out of here, and then your prop talk guide will be in this folder. And then you go ahead and you just like read through this. And again, your small group leaders are in their groups. It's super simple. It gets the kids involved, and also just a reminder, small group leaders, that they are to be participating as well. If you are on the 2 and 3 year old side, even on the 4 and 5 year old side as well, getting them involved as much as possible is super helpful, and they listen better if they get to come up and hold your microphone when you say kind words. If they get to come up and say a kind word into the microphone, that is super helpful for them paying attention. Okay, so then your prop talk is over, and you move on to movie and music, and you just, again, grab the remote, put it on the TV. Kids should still be in their group, so you shouldn't have to say anything. Your small group leader should know this, but they are not to be holding the kids. No kids should be sitting in anyone's lap. If you see it, just remind them. And then during this time, you will go, and if it's not already done, it might have been, you might have leftovers from a different service, but you'll have these little blue bags, and this is what the kids are getting at the end. And then you put the prize in. So this week, and again, your prize will be in this bucket. This week's prize is a pencil, and then they get a adventure book that goes in there, and then we give them like 3 stickers, and throw some stickers in there too. And your stickers are right here. And then the names don't go on these, so it doesn't have to be specific to a kid. Just put, if you have 10 kids, make 10 bags, and then once you're done with that, you can go join the kids on the floor. Again, just participate in the video with them. Do the memory verse, when it's mute time for worship, do the worship. Again, none of the kids should be running around. No leader should be holding anyone. And you may also be needed during this time. You might be needed for bathroom breaks as well. So if you are needed, if like you have a male small group leader and they have a girl that needs to go to the bathroom, then you can take that child to the bathroom, and you're going to be letting security know, who should be right outside the door. And when you take them to the bathroom, you're just propping the door open and standing there, and they should be okay. 2 and 3 year olds, you might need to help them a little bit more, but it's just having that security person there, knowing you're taking a kid to the bathroom just for accountability reasons. Okay, and then after movie and music is done, you're gonna come back to the front of the room and get everybody's attention. You might have to tell them to wiggle their ears or wiggle their fingers just to get everybody regrouped. Again, they should be back in their small group circles, so they should still be with their colors. And you will pull out your adventure bag. So you pull this out, and you just hold it up, and the kids usually know the drill. Say, what is this? Everybody yells, microphone. And then you say, what kind of words did Jesus always use? And then they should say kind words. And then, yeah, that's it. And then you go to the next one. Super easy. And just, if you're nervous, literally everything every week. So week 1, there's stuff. Week 2, week 3, super simple. So that's picture passes. And now we're moving on to story time. So this just help your small group leaders get into their groups. You're pretty much in the clear for this part. You're just, if they need to spread out a little bit more, help them spread out. But they're staying on the floor. And you're handing them their folder, and then they can go to work and do that. Okay, so then during checkout, the parent will come to you. They will hand you their tag for their child. You will say, I need Ainsley, and then Ainsley will come up and come to the gate. You will hand her her bag, and she will walk out. If a parent ever does not have their sticker, a lot of the times on the child's name tag there is the parent's name, and so you can ask to see their ID just to verify it's them. If that's not the case, then you can get a hold of Allison, and they'll look it up in the system and they'll do their thing. But most of the time, it doesn't happen. Okay, so before you leave, this is the last thing that you're going to do. If you were a small group leader and you had a new person who it was their first time, you're going to write them a little postcard that will be sent out during the week. And this is an example right on the side, and when you're done, you will pop it in this mailbox. So this one just says, hey, blank, it was fun playing with you at church today. I can't wait to hear more about blank, and then just fill that in with something that you guys talked about today. Hope to see you again next week, and then sign your name, small group leader. And all the large group leaders will also write them a little postcard, and just sign it, Angela, large group leader, at the end. And pop it in the mailbox. So then before you leave, just make sure everything is back in this bucket and you're set to go. You did it, you were a large group leader.